The ketogenic diet, originally developed to manage epilepsy, has recently gained traction among cancer patients seeking alternative or complementary therapies. Its premise in oncology is based on a simple but provocative idea. By depriving the body of carbohydrates, one might also starve cancer cells of their preferred fuel, glucose, while supporting healthy cells through fat-derived ketones. Animal models and lab studies have lent some support to this theory, suggesting that a low-carb, high-fat diet may slow tumor progression in certain contexts. But the leap from mouse studies to meaningful outcomes in humans is far from straightforward. And for patients battling cancer, the risks of embracing a poorly supervised ketogenic regimen may outweigh the hypothetical benefits. Despite growing interest, human data on the ketogenic diet in cancer care remains limited and inconsistent. Small trials and case reports have produced mixed results, with some studies showing no impact on tumor growth and others noting minor metabolic improvements without changes in survival or treatment response. There are also significant challenges in separating the effects of the diet from other variables such as cancer type, stage, treatment plan, baseline nutritional status, and comorbidities. Unlike laboratory mice, human patients are complex, metabolically variable, and often already dealing with systemic inflammation, appetite loss, and digestive side effects from chemotherapy or radiation. One of the most pressing concerns is the risk of malnutrition and cancer cachexia, an involuntary wasting syndrome that affects a significant portion of advanced cancer patients. Cachexia involves the loss of muscle and fat mass, leading to weakness, reduced treatment tolerance, and shorter survival. A ketogenic diet, which limits not just carbohydrates, but often also total calories and plant-based foods, can exacerbate this condition, especially in patients who already struggle to eat or maintain weight. In this context, restricting whole food groups may do more harm than good, accelerating functional decline and undermining quality of life. Moreover, cancer patients have elevated nutrient needs due to tumor metabolism and the demands of treatment. High-fat, low-carb diets may not provide sufficient fiber, phytonutrients, or antioxidants, components of whole plant foods that play a critical role in modulating inflammation, supporting immunity, and aiding detoxification. Long-term adherence to ketogenic eating can lead to micronutrient deficiencies, electrolyte imbalances, and gastrointestinal issues, which are particularly risky for immunocompromised or frail individuals. While ketone bodies themselves may have some signaling effects in cells, the systemic trade-offs are not yet well understood. The allure of the ketogenic diet in cancer care often stems from a sense of agency and control. Patients want to do something active to fight their illness, especially when conventional treatments offer limited hope. Unfortunately, this urgency can be exploited by unregulated voices online promoting ketogenic protocols with grand promises and little scientific backing. Misinformation and anecdotal success stories are widespread, and they may lead patients to abandon or delay evidence-based therapies in favor of dietary experiments that lack medical supervision. In some cases, these choices result in rapid deterioration that could have been avoided with a more balanced, clinically guided approach. What makes this even more concerning is the lack of standardization and safety monitoring in most ketogenic cancer protocols. Unlike clinical trials, where diets are carefully structured and monitored by nutritionists and oncologists, real-world adoption is often chaotic. Patients may adopt extreme or unsustainable variations, relying heavily on saturated fats, cutting out fruits and vegetables, or ignoring critical signs of nutritional decline. These patterns can create additional complications, from liver strain to cardiovascular issues, especially in older or metabolically vulnerable patients. While research into metabolic therapies for cancer is ongoing and promising in some preclinical domains, it's premature to recommend the ketogenic diet broadly in oncology. The gap between lab findings and clinical outcomes remains wide, and the risk of doing harm is real, particularly for those already in a fragile nutritional or metabolic state. Until larger, long-term human trials are conducted, the ketogenic diet should be approached with caution, not as a mainstream alternative, but as a potential adjunct under strict professional oversight. For now, the best supported dietary interventions in cancer care remain those that emphasize nutrient density, caloric adequacy, and diversity, principles found in balanced diets like the Mediterranean or plant-forward patterns tailored to individual tolerance. These approaches support immune resilience, maintain muscle mass, and improve quality of life without the risks associated with extreme restriction. In the face of a disease as complex and individualized as cancer, the search for simple solutions, especially in the form of dramatic dietary shifts, can often lead to more danger than hope.